Welcome back to the channel, where we break down success, finance, and personal growth into lessons that you can apply to your own life. Today we're diving into one of the most influential self-help books of all time, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now don't let the title fool you. This book isn't just about getting rich financially. It's about achieving success in any area of your life by transforming the way you think. What makes Think and Grow Rich so powerful? Napoleon Hill spent over 20 years studying some of the most successful people of his time, including Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie, and many others. He analyzed what set them apart from everyone else and found that their success was not just about hard work or talent. It was about mindset. These people all had ways of thinking that allowed them to achieve greatness. And the key takeaway? If you can learn to think like a successful person, you can achieve the same level of success. But here's what's interesting. Success, according to Hill, starts in the mind. The most successful people didn't become wealthy, powerful, or influential by accident. They achieved their goals by first transforming their thinking. Hill believed that if you change your thoughts, you can change your life. So are you ready to learn how to think like a successful person? Let's dive in. The foundation of Think and Grow Rich is this: your thoughts shape your reality. What you think about most often, what you focus on, and what you believe in your heart eventually becomes your reality. Napoleon Hill discovered that all successful people had one thing in common. They knew how to control their thoughts and focus them on success. Think of your mind as a garden. Every day you plant seeds, thoughts about who you are, what you want, and what you believe you can achieve. If you plant seeds of success, confidence, and positivity, you'll grow a garden full of opportunity. But if you allow doubt, fear, or negativity to take root, those thoughts are like weeds. They'll choke out your potential. The good news? You're the one in control. You get to choose which seeds to plant and which to nurture. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful. They create the blueprint for your future. If you're constantly thinking about success, you're building a mental framework to achieve it. But if you focus on your limitations or failures, you're laying the groundwork for more of the same. Hill calls this the power of thought, and it's the foundation for everything that follows in this book. Essentially, you are the architect of your own success. Here's a powerful analogy. Imagine you're an artist painting your life's masterpiece. Every brushstroke represents a thought, and those thoughts combine to create the bigger picture. If you use bold, positive, and confident strokes, your painting will be vibrant and full of opportunity. But if your strokes are hesitant, negative, or full of doubt, the painting will reflect that. The lesson here is simple. Guard your thoughts carefully. They are the foundation for everything you will accomplish. So, what's the first step toward success, according to Napoleon Hill? It's desire. But not just any desire, it has to be a burning desire. Hill explains that desire is the starting point of all achievement. It's not enough to simply want something or wish for success. You need to be so deeply passionate about it that you're willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. Hill compares desire to the engine of a ship. Without fuel, the ship stays anchored in the harbor, unable to move. But with a burning desire, it's like adding fuel to the engine. Suddenly, the ship has power, and it can cross any ocean. Desire is the force that propels you forward, even when the waters of life get rough. But here's the catch. Your desire has to be definite. It can't be vague, like, I want to be successful or I want to be rich. You need a clear, specific goal. For example, instead of saying I want more money, say I will earn $100,000 by the end of the year. When your desire is specific, it becomes much easier to focus all your energy on achieving it. Without a definite desire, your energy gets scattered and it's difficult to move forward. A burning desire isn't just about wanting something, it's about making it your obsession. When you have a goal that you're truly passionate about, you'll find ways to overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. Think of desire like the wind behind a sail. It gives you momentum and direction. That's what Hill calls definiteness of purpose, knowing exactly what you want and going after it with laser focus. Without a clear direction, you'll drift. With a clear direction, you can navigate even the roughest waters. Hill tells us that the most successful people in the world didn't just want success, they needed it. They were driven by an intense desire that became their sole focus. That's the kind of desire you need to cultivate. When your desire is strong enough, nothing can stand in your way. Now that you have a burning desire, the next step is faith. And we're not talking about religious faith here. Hill refers to faith in yourself, in your abilities, and in your vision. Faith, according to Hill, is like a magnet. It attracts success, opportunities, and people who can help you reach your goals. But how do you build this kind of unshakable faith? It starts with positive affirmations and visualization. Imagine you're a sculptor and your goal is a block of marble. Faith is your chisel. Every time you affirm your belief in your goal and visualize it coming true, you're chiseling away at that marble, shaping your success. The more you believe in your goal, the clearer it becomes, until one day it stands before you as a masterpiece. Faith isn't about blind optimism. It's about creating a clear vision of success in your mind and then working toward it with certainty. Here's an important point. Faith is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. At first, it might feel difficult to believe in something that hasn't happened yet, but the more you visualize your success and affirm your belief in yourself, the more real it becomes. Faith is the fuel that gives you the courage to take the first step, and every step you take reinforces your belief that success is possible. Another way to strengthen your faith is through small wins. Each time you achieve a small goal or overcome an obstacle, it reinforces your belief that you can achieve bigger things. Faith isn't just a one-time event. It's a process of building confidence in yourself and your abilities, one step at a time. As Hill says, faith is what turns your burning desire into reality. Next, let's talk about a powerful concept called autosuggestion. This is a fancy word for self-talk. And Hill believed that the thoughts you repeatedly tell yourself eventually sink into your subconscious mind and shape your actions. In other words, what you say to yourself matters a lot. Your self-talk is like the software that programs your mind for success or failure. Think of your mind as a garden. Autosuggestion is the process of planting seeds. Every time you repeat a positive affirmation, you're watering those seeds, helping them grow into strong, success-filled plants. But if you're constantly telling yourself negative things like, "I'll never succeed," or "I'm not good enough," you're planting weeds that can choke out the healthy plants. The lesson? Be intentional about what you're telling yourself. Hill teaches that the subconscious mind is incredibly powerful. It doesn't filter out what's good or bad, right or wrong. It simply absorbs whatever thoughts you feed it. So, if you constantly repeat positive affirmations, your subconscious will accept them as truth and guide your actions accordingly. On the other hand, if you constantly feed it negative thoughts, your subconscious will accept those too, and they'll shape your reality in ways you may not want. One way to harness the power of autosuggestion is to start each day with positive affirmations. Write them down, say them out loud, and repeat them until they become a natural part of your mindset. For example, "I am successful," "I am confident," or "I achieve my goals with ease." Over time, these affirmations will program your mind for success. It's like rewiring your brain to expect and attract success rather than failure. Here's another key. Autosuggestion works best when it's paired with emotion. It's not enough to just say the words, you need to feel them. When you say, "I am confident," imagine what it feels like to be confident. When you say, "I achieve my goals," visualize yourself achieving them and feel the satisfaction of success. The more emotion you put behind your affirmations, the more powerful they become. Next up, let's talk about the importance of specialized knowledge. General knowledge is great, but it's the specific, focused knowledge in your chosen field that will set you apart. Hill emphasizes that successful people are always learning, always seeking new information and skills to improve themselves. But it's not just about knowing a little bit about everything, it's about becoming an expert in something that truly matters. Imagine your brain is a toolbox. The more specialized knowledge you gain, the more tools you have at your disposal to build your success. And here's a secret: you don't have to know everything yourself. You can surround yourself with experts and learn from them. Think of it like borrowing tools from others to add to your own toolbox. This allows you to grow your expertise faster than if you were trying to figure everything out on your own. Successful people understand that knowledge is power, but only when it's applied. Hill points out that many people have plenty of general knowledge but never achieve success because they don't focus on applying that knowledge to a specific purpose. The more you specialize in a particular area, the more valuable you become. Continuing education is critical, no matter how experienced you are. The world is always changing, and new opportunities are always arising. Whether through books, courses, or mentors, the more specialized knowledge you have, the more equipped you are to seize those opportunities. Think of it as investing in yourself. Every new skill or piece of knowledge you gain increases your ability to create wealth and success. Let's talk about one of the most important qualities for achieving success: persistence. Hill explains that persistence is the sustained effort necessary to build faith and ultimately achieve your goals. In simple terms, it means sticking with your goal, even when things get tough. Think of it like running a marathon. At the start, you're full of energy and excitement, but as the miles go by, fatigue sets in. The people who finish the race aren't always the fastest. They're the ones who don't give up. Persistence is what turns dreams into reality. It's the bridge between the desire in your heart and the success in your hands. No matter how many obstacles you face, if you keep moving forward, step by step, you will eventually reach your goal. Think of it like the tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady wins the race. The person who consistently moves forward, even in small steps, will ultimately reach the finish line. But here's the thing. Persistence isn't about blindly pushing through without a plan. It's about adjusting, learning from setbacks, and continuing to move forward. Every failure is a stepping stone to success if you learn from it and keep going. Obstacles are inevitable, but persistence is what allows you to rise above them. It's like climbing a mountain. There will be obstacles along the way, but if you keep climbing, you'll eventually reach the summit. Hill teaches us that persistence is about overcoming the fear of failure. Most people give up because they fear they won't succeed, but those who persist are the ones who break through to the other side. It's not about never failing. It's about refusing to give up, no matter how many times you stumble. Each failure is an opportunity to learn, grow, and get one step closer to your goal. Finally, Hill introduces the concept of the mastermind. This is the idea that you don't have to achieve success on your own. A mastermind group is a small team of people who support, inspire, and challenge each other to achieve their goals. Hill believed that when two or more people work together toward a common goal, they create a mastermind, a third, more powerful force that helps them succeed faster and more effectively. The mastermind principle multiplies your efforts. Think of it like this. One stick by itself is easy to break, but when you bundle several sticks together, they become nearly impossible to snap. A mastermind group works the same way. Together, you're stronger, more resilient, and more creative. You're able to draw on the wisdom, knowledge, and perspectives of others to accelerate your progress. Your mastermind doesn't have to be formal. It could be a few friends, mentors, or colleagues who share your vision. The key is to surround yourself with people who push you to be better, who hold you accountable, and who help you brainstorm solutions to your challenges. With a strong mastermind group, you'll go much further than you could on your own. Together, you can accomplish things you never thought possible. So, what can we learn from Think and Grow Rich? It's not just about wanting success. It's about thinking, believing, and acting like a successful person. You need a burning desire, unshakable faith, positive self-talk, specialized knowledge, persistence, and the support of a mastermind group. Remember, success begins in your mind. If you can dream it and believe it, you can achieve it. Thanks for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical advice on how to grow rich, not just in money, but in life. See you next time.